Hi everyone, my name is Jenna. I'm the founder of the blog #Prevent, as well as the Facebook page This Is Up to Us. And I just wanted to stop in, introduce myself, and also talk about something that's been on my mind for the last couple of days. I just can't shake it. So the story goes, I go into work a couple days ago and I forgot my badge. This is a badge that gets me into the building. It gets me to my break room. It gets me to the patient care area. I work in a restricted area of a hospital. I can't get there without my badge. So I can't enter through the normal employee entrance. I have to go into our waiting room where our patients come in and wait. And I'm greeted by a 80-something-year-old gentleman who volunteers for us. And he looks at me, he can tell I'm flustered, and I go to explain to him that I need to get into the break room because I don't have my badge. And he says just a few words to me. And the words are, just take a deep breath. Everything will be okay. Shows me to the break room, he lets me in, and then he gets me back into the patient care area. Not 2 minutes later, I'm sitting down in the recovery room, waiting on my first patient to come through. And this surgeon comes around the corner and she sits down and she says, just take a deep breath. That's all I need to do. Take a deep breath. And a few hours later even, one of the most beautifully spirited nurses I've ever met in my life walks around the corner and all I see her do is go, and then she goes on and completes what she has to do. And I found myself even later flustered again over something. All I did was took a deep breath, kind of refocused myself, and went on to the task at hand. Why do I say all of this? Because do you remember the video I posted last week? It was April's testimony. She was suffering from severe depression, anxiety, and even attempted suicide. While April and I were shooting that video, one of the coping techniques or coping mechanisms, tools, if you would, that she talked about using was pausing, counting to 10, taking a deep breath. And while I was shooting that, I remember thinking to myself immediately, deep breaths wouldn't work for me. Interesting that it works for her, wouldn't work for me. I completely dismissed it, totally dismissed that a deep breath would ever work for me before thinking about it for one more second. It really made me wonder how many of us, when we are getting advice from someone who is wiser than we are, who has gone before us in a situation like depression, PTSD, anxiety, bipolar disorder, whatever it is that you deal with, and we take what they're telling us and we say, that wouldn't work for me, and completely dismiss it like I did. I mean, hello. I said deep breaths would not work for me, and I'm totally wrong. Deep breathing totally works. It is good. If I don't use them, I will fail. It is not 5 minutes after I wake up in the morning that I am deep breathing already. Subconsciously deep breathing already just to feed the kids without freaking out or even just to get to work. There are even studies in medical journals that have been published that talk about the effects of deep breathing on stress levels, deep breathing on lowering your blood pressure almost as well as blood pressure meds would. So breathe. Take a deep breath. Right now, I want us to do it. Deep breath in. Heck, make it ugly. Sometimes you just have to make it ugly for it to work. So moral of this story is, A, don't underestimate the power of taking deep breaths. And B, don't be like me. Don't hear something that someone says that has worked for them and totally dismiss it. Try it. Think about it. It might work for you. I really hope that you guys were able to take something from this today. I just really needed to get it off my chest because I couldn't believe that a coping mechanism that I use every single day, when I heard someone say it, I completely dismissed it like it wouldn't work. It just goes to show you how absolutely hard-headed or stubborn we could be sometimes, maybe even prideful, when we hear something from somebody and completely are resistant to it. I hope this video was able to inspire someone to look within themselves and really slowly evaluate how we deal with our circumstances. Later on this week, we will be hearing from a lovely young mom who suffered from postpartum depression and how she overcame that and how suicide is not the answer.